to Mr. Goes to Mr. Froilan from MisOr-CDO. Congratulations!
Faith, hope, and love. These three have been my weapon even before I was crowned as your king. It was exactly 1 year ago when I was hailed as your Mr. Red Cross Youth of Misamis Oriental, Cagayan de Oro 2019. As I look back to the year that unfolded before my very eyes, allow me to reminisce my experiences that have made me to who I am now. When I was 12, I joined my first ever pageant in school, and I started to ask myself, what is my purpose in life? What would I want myself to become? I began telling myself, just before I reach a decade older, I should find my purpose. And now, I think I already found my purpose, which is serving for humanity. But I haven't found out yet what I wanted myself to become. And it made me realize that I will never, ever know what are God's plans for me. And that's okay, because I know that as I indulge myself into new things, I began to explore endless possibilities that might determine as to what would I become. Do what you love and do what you think is right. Follow your heart, listen to your inner voice, and stop caring about what others think. Because to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. I cannot imagine how time flies so fast and no one, not even me, has the power to stop it. This is just a split second of the many more moments that I will going to have in this long journey. A journey that I know that it wouldn't be as easy as it should. In my reign, there were still people who doubted in me and my capabilities. I was stabbed with words that I didn't expect to hear. I was even questioned as to what have I done? Have I done the things that I should do? Have I put life to my advocacy? These questions somehow made me to stumble down, and I begin to think, are those questions describing me? Are those questions constructed for me? With this, I uplifted myself together with the people who believed in me, that I should overcome the fear that comes from within. The fear of frustration. What if I did everything, but I just can't achieve what I expected? The fear of success. What if they've already reached what they want, but I'm still here left behind? The fear of failure. What if I fail? With this, I realized that I have my faith. Faith that God have put me into this situation and He would not give me an obstacle that I cannot overcome. And faith in me that I knew that I can do this. And with this, I saw a ray of light as I've been trapped in the dark abyss of frustrations, doubts, and insecurities. I saw an opportunity for me to strive harder to reach out in service for humanity. Days after my reign, I began telling myself I would do my best to put life and give justice to my title. I volunteered to whatever help I can offer to the Red Cross Youth organization, not only in my council, but in the Red Cross Youth of Misamis Oriental, Cagayan de Oro as well. I participated also in a community cleanup drive together with the CYF of the Galilean Fellowship Circuit in celebration of the Youth Week 2019. I also engaged myself to the online activities organized by the RCY Mokdo while we are on quarantine. But even though I contributed something, it feels like I haven't done my best because I know that this isn't my best. I know that you are asking me why am I feeling this? But I think I don't owe anyone and I mean everyone, an explanation as to why am I feeling what I am feeling. But I know that things that don't work out today doesn't mean it won't ever. Now, as we are facing this health crisis, some people lose hope and began thinking that this is the end. People began to feel hopeless and down because of what is happening. Many individuals are thinking that they are already exhausted of what they are doing as we are facing this new normal way of living. Due to the coronavirus disease pandemic, several establishments closed their doors, countless individuals' lives were put to an end, and many people are getting hungry day by day. It may sound ironic for me to say this, but just keep your faith high and be strong. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Be strong, for God is in control. And I want everyone to know that this too shall pass. Let us always remember that there is still hope in everything. For in everything there is a season, and a time, and a purpose for every activity under the heavens. Let us submit ourselves to Him, and He will never leave us nor forsake us. I always keep on saying these exact words. Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. And that gives me hope that sooner or later we may see a light and know that everything will turn out to be fine. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to cry, because crying is not a sign of weakness, but crying is a sign that you have been strong enough to face life's challenges. In this path that you take, always remember to trust the process. The process of striving hard to achieve your dreams wouldn't be easy, and you must be ready for the many uncertain things that might come your way. In this journey, you will meet temporary people that will then make you realize that people come and go. But there will always be some that will stay by your side and will be with you no matter what happens. In this quest, you will enter into a dark tunnel of pain, a crooked path of failure, a road to defeat, because not everything happens according to what you planned. Remember, God's will shall prevail. And I want everyone to know that it is not about winning, nor about losing. It is about acceptance. Accepting the result of something, because at the end of the day, we must always remember that winning is not always about victory, and losing is not always about defeat. For winning is not about defeating others, it's about focusing in your capabilities in order to win. Because sometimes, you have to lose all you have to find out who you truly are. If you will feel less important, if you will feel that someone's opinion about you has weakened you, don't mind them. Know your worth in this world that we are living. To shine your brightest light is to be who you truly are. And you are powerful. You are unique. You are great. And above all, you are loved. Reflect on this. Life is too short to frown. What would you want people to remember you when your life here on earth ends? What legacy that you have that you would want other people to continue? What would you want them to think about you when you die? What would you want to hear in your own eulogy? Do you want others to remember you as you? Or do you want others to remember you by what you've done and what you've contributed to the society? Ask yourself, how far have you gone? How willing are you to discover more of yourself? While I am trying all my best to become an inspiration to other people, I myself need some motivation as well. To my family, especially to Mama Laverne, Papa Froy, and my sister Drain, thank you for believing in me ever since I stepped into the world of pageantry. There may be times that I failed to be on the top, but you are still there to uplift me and pushed me to continue on with my journey. I love you so much. To my friends, thank you for being as genuine as gold and precious as diamond. You have never stopped on believing in me that I can do this. To my family in church, especially to the Christian Youth Fellowship of the Central Mindanao Area Conference, Galilean Fellowship Circuit, and my beloved local CYF of Upol. Thank you for bagging me up with spiritual strengths and motivations, and for helping and letting me to be part of your activities in promoting my advocacy in reaching out to nature, for I know that we are called to be stewards of God's creation. To the University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines Cagayan de Oro community, especially to the USTP Red Cross Youth Council, words are not enough to describe and express how grateful I am to have known such an amazing and humble individuals like you. Thank you so much for your unending support and advices for me not to give up on this. You've been there for me in my ups and downs. To my Mr. and Miss Red Cross Youth 2019 co-candidates, thank you for making a mark in my life. We may be diverse, but I believe that we are gathered to accomplish one goal, which is to be of service to our fellow men, guided by the 7 fundamental principles of the Red Cross and the Red Crescent movement. To those individuals who felt that they are left behind, believe in yourself and believe in your capabilities, and know that you are great and you are bound to do great things. And above all, to God Almighty, to whom all the glory and praises belongs, thank you for pouring me with your abundant blessings and for your gift of patience and strength as I will face more of life's obstacles. And I know that you are with me. When I'm with you, nothing can hinder me in achieving my goals. Life is like a messy round table, but going along through its crazy spin gets us forth to self-actualization, and that's the goal of life. Similarly, titles and positions have terminal boundaries. Its twirls and spin under rain are quite complicated, but are yet undeniably sophisticated. Therefore, I, your humble servant, believes that a true king is someone who does not perceive himself as king, but rather a servant who sits on a golden throne of humility. Once again, this is Froilan Callo II, your Mr. Social Media, your Mr. Hinivuu, and your Mr. Red Cross Youth of Misamis Oriental, Cagayan de Oro 2019, saying, stay safe and God bless. To God be all the glory.